Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Asia. Again, it's Andrew here. Today we bring you another episode about crypto market talk. Today is May 14, 2019. The reason that I need to do this episode is because Bitcoin had just reached an all-time high in 2019. What is the price now? It is at 7,800. Alright, so if you look back at the chart here, here it says 7,300. Literally is when I'm still outside. I was checking the price in my laptop. I think in an hour plus ago, it was 7,300. By the time I reach here and open my laptop, it already become 7,800. So if you are from the stock market side, this kind of increase looks very much insane. So this is what I call the viral growth in crypto market. Just like a YouTube viewership, a video when it goes viral, literally it can reach thousands or millions of views in just a day or few hours time. Same as Facebook sharing likes on some posts or on some videos. It can literally reach thousands, millions of views in just matter of few hours or a day or two. This is what we call viral. So it is also a unique phenomenon in this era. We call it the digital social media sharing era. So if you think at this way, it wouldn't hard for you to imagine that prices in the crypto market can rise and also fall so violently and massively, and it is just a very different market compared to stock market and other derivative market. So when I was outside, actually this is BitMax. In the previous episode, I just talked about how to buy Bitcoin using Remitano. So I will also talk about other platform exchanges such as Binance and also BitMax, etc. in the separate episode. So the reason that I opening this platform, which is one of my account, I have a few accounts in BitMax doing some trade leverage trading. The reason I show you this is because just want you to have a glance that how active the market it is now. Right, so you can see from the chart and the trades that is happening every seconds. So there's really a huge volume happening in the not only at the Bitcoin market and also other crypto market. So let us back to a few days ago. The market is actually Let us just go all the way back to the 15 months bear market. So the 15 months bear market literally start from 2018 January. Bitcoin start from 2017 December. It start falling from 20,000, and the other altcoins start falling since 2018 January. So the bear market happening across 15 months, and it bring us to a dip at around 3,100 something. That is Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin dip at the price around 3,100 plus around December. December 2018. So at that time, we post an article in our Facebook page. Too bad at that time we do not have a YouTube channel yet, because it really a little bit time consuming for us to do the videos. But but we did write article and post some article on and off. So when it's deep to 3,200 range, all right, so we post this article, right, and we say that this might be the ultimate lowest 3,200 level. And we also say that what goes up must come down, what comes down must go up. Holders, hold on, we shall see spring soon. Okay, so let's go back to the chart here. You can see that in December 2018, it reached 3,200. This is one of the best chance to buy if anyone missed the boat in 2017. Let's look back in 2017. What's the chart like? So 2017, start from January, is around 1,000 range. So if you missed the boat, you didn't buy in early 2017 or mid 2017, which is between 1,000 to 3,000 range, all right, you are given second chance in literally now it's May, so it's 5 months ago. The price go back to 3,002. At that time, there's a lot of fear in the market. Everybody, biggest fear of the people is always on the same thing, which is they're afraid that Bitcoin will go to zero. All right, this is also most of the experienced so-called the billionaires and investors. Of course, they are really smart and really rich, and people supposed to listen to them or take a reference on what they say. But sometimes we need to think for ourselves, because each things is keep on changing, and every generation, every era had its own new kind or new set of rules. Things are changing. Each generations is different. So people who say Bitcoin will go to zero include Warren Buffett, Dan Penna, and etc. So these people is really successful and rich, and also is a very good businessman and investors. But they are also quite old. Alright, so some of the things that they invested is not technology based, so they might not understand what it is all about. But at the same time, we ourselves also need to be cautious. We cannot believe in anything that is at the hype. We need to do some research on our own. We need to have independent thinking. This is most of the individual are lack on this kind of skills. So if you really want to know that what is Bitcoin all about, you can just do not necessary for you to attend any professional class. You just do your own research online through YouTube, through article, go to different social media platform and search for it. It is all out there. What you need to do is just go to different sources, read about it, have a mass reading, listening in YouTube videos, and you need to compile and do the effort to filter out the things that you personally think that is not relevant to you, or it is that you personally think is not right. Filter it, compile it, and become your own thing. Okay, that which means become your own knowledge. So some of the videos that we did, especially the episode 1 to episode 7 to 8, is some fundamental concept and thinking about what is Bitcoin. So when you buy Bitcoin, of course everybody want to make money, but we need to go back to the fundamental or original state of the crypto. When all the crypto revolution started, cryptocurrency, or I shall say actually Bitcoin, is to disrupt the traditional financial institution. Okay, not to say totally eliminate them, but at least it provides us an option to choose, to give us an opportunity to try something else and not control or bully or extorted or manipulated by this monopoly industry or companies. So it is logical thinking is any industry that is monopoly, you will face they will have corruption, they will have manipulation, etc. So if you want to know more details, just go back to the first few episodes that we did. You need to know this before you do you really invest or invest heavily in the cryptocurrency or market, or buy more Bitcoin. Of course, the experience in cryptocurrency is actually your action. So we do not recommend you to really you need to have a very good knowledge, then only you start buying. You can just buy 0.001 Bitcoin to experience what it is all about. And the fundamentals that I recommend you all to find out, to know, is to increase your knowledge on this industry, so that you have a better knowledge if you face any doubts in the future on the things you invested. And the crypto or tokenized economy is coming. So early or later, you need to know about it. You need to study on it. So might as well you be the early rather than late. So okay, back to the chart here. So what I mentioned just now is December 5 months ago, people has been given a chance to invest to buy Bitcoin at these prices, 3,200 something. So but at this time, most of the people is really quite scared, which the thing that they fear the most is Bitcoin will go to zero. And some is quite disappointed because the bear market had lasted for more than around 12 to 15 months. We do understand some people, they need to withdraw back the money, sell in a loss, too bad. And some, they totally give up on the crypto market. So we believe this is the range that some of the bigger investor, institution investor, they start buying in this area. So they start accumulate at this range when the normal people in the community had left the market, which means they sell their holdings to the whales we call the institution investor. Although I believe they're actually already in it around this range, right? I believe so, but probably just few, not much of them. So you ask how do we know that this crypto thing is not controlled by some people or some elite secretly behind the scene? That we really don't know. All right, you can say that, but from the fact of it features the usage and the technology of crypto and Bitcoin, it really seems to be contradict and opposite from the traditional banking sector that is the elite's business, which at least I know that even now I can literally send any of my value to any part of the world to the people that I know from my wallet direct to his or her wallet without any intermediaries in the middle interfering, controlling, or need to beg for their approval. So at least from this point that it is oppose the traditional banking sector. Alright, let's get back to the chart. So fast forward in 5 months, which is now is May. So the market start going up from 3,000 around March. Alright, it consolidate in the 3,500 area for quite some time, and then boom, it go up to 4,000 since March, April, and then 5,000 in end of April. Once it reached May, 1st of May, it started to have a viral growth until today. Right? Wow, it's 7,900 now. So May now is 14 May. So 1st of May is 5,300. Now is not 7,900 in 14 days. How much does it rise? Let's see. $2,600 in 14 days. 2,600. So if you do some calculation, it means in 14 days it raised around 33% growth, if not mistaken. So what I want to what's my point here is, it really look and feel like the 2017 is back. Alright, sentiment, the growth of Bitcoin is really quite similar to 2017. But I still remember in 2017 whenever Bitcoin rising, the altcoin, which is all the coins other than Bitcoin, we call it the altcoin. All the altcoins was bleeding really bad. It's even more bad than today, this year. We can see a little bit of the downside of altcoin, because some of the money is flowing from altcoins to Bitcoin last couple of days and last 2 weeks. But I personally think 2017 is even more worse. Alright, so I still remember I hold quite a lot of altcoins in 2017. So whenever we see Bitcoin values going up, all the altcoins really bleed really badly. Alright, this had happened few times in 2017. So we're seeing the same thing this year, only it's a little bit better. Probably now the people now, they have more awareness on the altcoins, because altcoin is actually, most of the altcoin is actually only exists in 20s, start from 2017. So at that time, generally most of the people they have more faith in Bitcoin rather than altcoins. So, my point of view is Bitcoin is still the most decentralized, and Bitcoin have the highest chance of being I wouldn't say a world reserve currency, but is a icon or still the iconic representative from the crypto market. It will be Bitcoin. It will not be Bitcoin, so-called all the hard fork coins like SV, ABC, or Cash, or Ethereum. It will be Bitcoin. Bitcoin will be the king for at least 5 to 10 years. So other than this similarity, what other similarity is the speed of the growth, right? But if not mistaken, from what I see at the moment now, the growth compared to from 2017 compared to now, 2017 is still faster, or I call it the more viral. Let's look back to 2017. Okay, this is one of the most important point that I want to talk about this video. See here. Alright, 2017 in November it is 6,000. When is the wider growth? Is at the end of November. So I still remember in November going into December there's quite a big drop, right, which really scared the hell of a lot of people, which is the dip here from 10,000 to 9,000, right? In a day or two it dropped around 700, but when it hit the resistance, the support, sorry, it quickly bounced from 1st December. So let's see, 1st December is 9,300, right, when it hit the support line. December 1st December, and Bitcoin start to rally from 9,300 1st of December, rally all the way up to 9,300 to when? 8 December. So in 8 days, my god, in 8 days, 9,300 to 18,000. So this is what I want to talk about, and this is why I need to talk about the growth just now. So in 8 days, 8,500 growth. Insane growth, viral growth. So now you know, if you look back in 2017, if you're not here in 2017, you know why Bitcoin had such a growth now, which is compared to 2017 is really nothing. Alright, but I don't know whether it will surpass 2007, the speed will surpass 2017 in the coming few weeks. Probably it haven't reached the, probably now it's just a warm-up stage. So I just go through the history, right? And then when it in 7 days, when it reached 8,000 rally, suddenly it pulled back, right? What goes up must come down. So it pulled back. This pullback is also scared a lot of people, and it pulled back to 13,000 in 2 days. In 2 days. Wow. So a lot of people, I think, will leave the market here, right? So in 2 days it pulled back $5,000, which is insane. And when it hit a support, it rallied back again, right? Rallied back again from the 10th of December to 17th of December. Coincidentally, it also within 8 days, 7 to 8 days, 13,000 to around 20,000 is also around 8,000 rally. I do not know whether it is a coincidence or it is a mathematical growth in Bitcoin, because if there's people who analyze the growth of Bitcoin, the pattern of Bitcoin, a lot of things looks really similar on each bull cycle and bear cycle. This we will talk about this in a separate episode. So from here you see how fast that the price rise. So this, it bring me to the point that when Bitcoin decide to rally, or more accurately I should say, when people decide to buy Bitcoin, and things will happen fast, and you might not able to get in, or to get a better rate on these cryptos when it happens, which is already happening. But personally think anybody think that, or logically know that at this acceleration Bitcoin will definitely pull back. How much it will pull back, I do not know. When it will pull back, I do not know, but it might rally to around 8,000 or 8,500, even 9,000 range. Then it pull back a little bit. How much it will pull back, nobody knows. But I just want to repeat what I mentioned before. When Bitcoin is at the 3,000 something range, I think we written some posts in Facebook and also in the YouTube video we mentioned. When Bitcoin hovering at that price, we say that we do not know that Bitcoin whether will drop back to, at that time a lot of people speculate it will drop to $1,000 or $2,000. So what we mentioned is, if you believe in Bitcoin, that it has the properties that might disrupt the traditional financial system, and this will bring Bitcoin to 50,000, 100,000, few 100,000, or even a million, one Bitcoin. So what do you care if it dropped a little bit after you bought, probably 1 times or 2 times lower? Of course, a lot of people can't accept that, especially people who would invest in the stock market, etc. 1 times or 100,000, 50% or 100% down is really, more than 90% down is really hard to accept. But this is what happened in the crypto market, and this is normal to the crypto people. There's one word for the crypto in the crypto world is, if you cannot take the 90% pullback, you don't deserve to get the 1,000% gains. So this is just a saying in the crypto space. So what I'm trying to say is, if you ask me that whether this is a good level to buy now, of course I will say it's not. Personally myself, I pretty much is a hodler. So if you look back to the videos that I done before, I mentioned I study about crypto and Bitcoin in early 2017 and buy from there. I also accumulate all the way when the market is at the dip last year, because personally I think I didn't accumulate enough in 2017. So I do dollar cost averaging in 2018, and I also did trading. Like this is one of my trading account. So if you can see here, BitMEX allowed you to do leverage trading. Means if you put in deposit, let's say 0.1 Bitcoin to trade, if you go to 10 times leverage, means you have 1 Bitcoin, equals to 1 Bitcoin to trade. If you leverage 20x, then means times 20. So at this trade I did a leverage at 20x. My entry level is when Bitcoin reached 6,970. I entered the market few days ago, and now it's at 7,900. My RI is 200%, which is equal to 1 Bitcoin now. So why I want to mention this is because just now just 2 hours ago, when the price is 7,200, it hovering at 7,200 for quite a long time, which actually is just few hours, but for trading is quite a long time. And I was thinking to sell at that time. That time the I has only 0. If I sell, it will be only 0.04 or 0.05 Bitcoin that I the profit. And luckily I didn't sell because of course short term it might fall back to 6,000 something, but in the long term, I think at the moment it will go up. So I decided to wait for one more day to have a look. And the reason why one more day is not one few more days or a week or two is because I learned something from the 2017 market. I was doing pretty well at that time, means all the decision that include getting in the crypto market, etc., which crypto to buy, etc., all is pretty right. The only thing I didn't do, I didn't really take full action, is taking profit. So if you ask me what I learned, the most important thing in 2017, I will say take profit. This is also one of the key things that many hodlers did learn in 2017. So this had taught me to remind me to take for profit whenever I needed to, realize a profit, and I can get back into the market again. But of course, my strategy now is I reserve a portion of capital to trade. The capital is just strictly for trading, not for hodling, not for buy and hold. And most of my crypto is actually in holding, and I hold it in desktop wallet to do proof of stake, and also some is in Celsius wallet to earn some interest. All this is really interesting things to learn in the crypto space, which I will explain in another video. So what my thinking is, this crypto market, the direction of the crypto market, you need to look at different angles. You need to look at the political and economic scene in the traditional, in the ordinary world, which is let's say you need to look at, observe the stock market in the other countries, especially in US. This is also one of the things that I very interested to talk about, which is the crypto market compared to stock market is really, really small. Stock market in the world has more than 70 trillion, right? Global stock market cap 2018 lost 13 trillion was the total stock market, if not mistaken. Last time I did research, wow, it's about 100 trillion, and this is in 2017. 100 trillion. So if you look at the market, crypto market is only 231 billions. Alright, So 1 trillion equals to 1000, so here must be 1000 equals to 1 trillion. So what is the global stock market now? Is 100 trillion. So means crypto is only here. It's only one, right? This I explained at the previous video before. Stock market 100 trillion. Crypto market how much? 1 trillions. Less than 1 trillions. So what if just what if just 5 trillions from the stock market migrate to here? How does it migrate? Means there's 5 trillions people from who invest in the stock market. They realize something is not right. They realize they have to park their money to something else that can bring them better gains, that can hedge some of their portfolio. Everyone just withdraw maybe 1% to few percent of money out of the stock market and flow into crypto market. Let's say crypto market plus 5 trillion more from the stock market, means the entire crypto market will times 5 times growth. So what does it means to here, right? Let's say 5 trillions, let's say just 10%, right? 10 trillions easier for us to calculate. Let's say trend, because other than stock market you still have what? Real estate market. Real estate is much bigger than stock market. I think got few hundred trillions in stock market. Let's see, global real estate market cap 2018. Let's see if we can find something here. 217 trillion. This is 2016. So let's say now it's probably, we just use back the same number, alright? 217 trillions. Okay, how about commodity? How many trillions? Global commodity, I think it's even larger. How much is it? Okay, I think it's also hundred of trillions. Let's see here. Global commodity market cap 318 has how many trillions? And we haven't talked about derivative market. Okay, derivative market is 500. Okay, means all the contracts, derivative market etc. is around 542 trillions. Crazy. Commodity, not sure. Derivative market, 500 trillions. So this is just, let's say we don't want to count this market, we just take this stock market. Okay, people, just the investor in stock market migrate 10 trillions, which is 10%. Alright, 10% migrate to crypto. Only this will bring crypto 10 times growth. Alright, so let's say crypto is another 2000, we round figure, let's say Bitcoin is at 10k now, so 10x gain means Bitcoin is already at 100,000. Alright, of course the maths doesn't count like this because got other cryptocurrency also, but generally Bitcoin, it might already reach that price if the total market cap become 5 to 10 trillions, around this level. So this is what you need to look at when you do your analysis, and we need to keep in mind that US and all the other countries is actually running in a debt system. If you look at the US debt clock, you know that how much US debt is. Okay, it's around 22 trillion plus. So their debt is increasing every seconds. Alright, so what does it make you think that their game will still go on and on and on non-stop? Stock market will go up and up and up non-stop. It will pull back, and coincidentally in the last 1-2 weeks, the top 3 market, which is Dow, Jones, Nasdaq and S&P, 3 of these market had reached all-time high in the history of US, and now it already start crashing. Right, 5 hours ago when the market opened, it already dropped around 500. Of course the elites can, because there's one time Dow Jones dropped around 500, and the opening, when the market is closed, it is going back, literally go back to green. So I'll be surprised to see 2 things tomorrow. First thing is, I'll be surprised if Bitcoin doesn't pull back, because it's already had tremendous growth non-stop since few days ago. Alright, from 5,000 something, 6,000 to now almost touch 8,000. I really tempted to sell my contract here, a long contract on Bitcoin, to take the profit. So I'll be surprised if tomorrow or in a day or two Bitcoin doesn't yet pull back and go straight to 8,000 something, 9,000 something, or even 10,000. Something is not right. Okay. 2, I'll be really surprised if tomorrow this now is 700 loss. Nasdaq is 200 to 300 loss. I'll be really surprised if tomorrow these numbers become green. That means this market is really heavily manipulated by the elites, and I don't think they can sustain for long. We believe that the time is up. It's either people start dumping, the market start panicking, the market start crashing by naturally, or the elite themselves decide to crash the market finally, because they need to have a new system. The current system is unsustainable. Alright. And coincidentally, when the top 3 market is at all-time high few weeks ago, Bitcoin is at all-time low around the 3 to 5,000 range. And also the gold and silver market also at all-time low. Silver price is below $15, right? It's been manipulated heavily all these years. Myself is in silver, and a silver supporter since few years ago. Besides Bitcoin, we very much believe that silver and gold is a really important tangible assets that people should hold to hedge the traditional market and to protect your wealth. So it is really time for you to explore into not only Bitcoin but silver and gold. In my point of view, what is the difference between these 3 decentralized assets? What silver and gold wins is it has 5,000 years of history that prove that they are really creditable assets that people has been treating these 2 commodities at the assets that universally accepted, and these 2 assets is indestructible, and it is really tangible. It means you can't do much thing to destroy it, and it is, you can hold it, and it has certain production value, and people had reached a common consensus that these 2 commodities has value. So what Bitcoin wins is transportation. Means that if today I want to I have something urgent, or there's something happen in the particular country or the area of some people staying. So he or she in an emergency and need to move quickly to another place and migrate to another place. So one of the most headache thing is not on moving the their belongings, their stuff in the room. The most headache thing is how to migrate the wealth to another country or to another place without having to beg the authority to let you do so for the money that you earn on yourself. So Bitcoin and cryptocurrency has the property that allow you to migrate easily. It is really strong in portability, and it do not need anybody approval, or I shall say you do not need to ask for approval, because people do not even know how you did it, how you migrate it, because it's literally, it is transport from wallet to wallet digitally through internet. So if let's say you have 10 gold bars, 100 silver coins, you want to migrate to Canada, you want to bring out, I don't think you can do that, because it is a must that you need to, when you go on the plane, when you check in, the authority will know. Alright, so of course you can declare, but if you if it will be troublesome for you, you need to go through the procedure, etc. And if you are lucky, then all will go smooth and you can migrate your things there. If you're not lucky, probably you face a lot of problems from the authority. This is the pros and cons of the crypto, Bitcoin and silver. But three of these commodity of store of value is equally a recognized decentralized assets, and it is very much destructible in its own way. If you ask why Bitcoin is indestructible, because it is a distributed ledger, distributed network. You can't destroy it because it is already distributed, like BitTorrent. And you should explore into all these three if the we call it the shit hit the fans. When things start going down, touch wood, probably the economic not going so well, the political scene go haywire like Venezuela, or if there's a war coming. If you notice the news, it might be coming or might not. But the thing is, when it happened, alright, go back to the post. that we did here in December 10, 2008. Alright, and I'm gonna end with this. In 2018 September, we wrote this post. We are heading to the crossroad of everything bubble, everything chaos. Alright, and the global real estate market are at bubble index level, such as these few countries. Okay, if you do your own research, you will see. World national fiat currency has started to lose its value, suffer from high inflation, followed by economic collapse. Right, the country that's already happening is Venezuela, Turkey, Zimbabwe, Argentina, Iran already lost more than 50% of their currency value, if not mistaken. Deutsche Bank, the largest bank in Germany, is having their financial crisis, closing down. Okay, you do your research. You can search on Deutsche Bank news in Germany. And just last few days, the US already sent some warship and the aircraft around Iran and some country. So if you notice, there's a lot of natural disaster happening around us in literally every country. What are the disaster? I don't think I need to elaborate more. You've seen all this in the mainstream media. Immigration problem, and etc. So what should you do? Right? Probably you need to keep some cash on hand. Sell while you can on the real estate that you hold, and probably some stock market you already reached a very high price. It's time to sell, and you should consider place part of your fund, not all of your fund. Alright, we are not financial advisor. We just let you know what we personally do. Probably you can place some of your funds of part of your funds into gold, silver, and cryptocurrency. Why? Just go back to what I mentioned just now and the last few episodes, and build your own sustainable environment. Because if things not going quite right, if a big if there's a war or something, if that cause people to hard to get foods, fruits, water, and etc., you need to have a sustainable environment. Means you need to grow your own fruits or foods for you to self-sustain. If you have any debts, clear them, or don't borrow new ones, because the bankers or financial institutions are trying their very best in the last few minutes. They are squeezing every chance they have to get to you, because every loan or every debt that you commit into, they earn from there. Alright, this is what they do professionally. We will soon have new channel coming up that talk about all these conspiracy, etc. Probably it will be ready in the next few months for this new channel. Alright, so we also mentioned here that we do not know when it will happen, but if you try to observe what happenings around you, probably you guess the time, probably you can sense that it is near. Alright, so it might happen sooner than we think. Some people speculate that it might happen in next year, 2021, or it might be this year. We do not know. We only know what we know is that it is quite near now. Alright, if you open your eyes, open your ears, and look outside of your phone, look further than your comfortable zone, you will notice and you will sense it is coming. So we could not really change anything that is planned by the elites, but if we do something, we can minimize the impact when it happens. Alright, so do get prepared. Alright, do it soon, not later, and good luck. Alright, so thanks again for listening. Again, this is Andrew here. Wish you all the best, and we shall end here. Okay, thanks again for listening. It is Andrew again from Crypto Asia. Over and out.